ma ban sedang no ka jingelap election Congress ka badang penkret ban penbenalut iki candidate ban yakun ni ka election MLA arajar arpulai ka ther teng ya ka sorkar NPP bat ka sorkar BJP a Assam UMP ke Congress u Gaurav Gogoi ubadai u khot jong ka screening committee u balawan hiar se Shillong ka khat nyotrek u banai ka lalin kot arhajar arpulai ula ther teng ya u chief minister ke Assam u Himanta Biswa Sarma bade u chief minister ke Jilla u Konrad Kongkel Sangma bakile ya soy ke MOU halor u put usam klem ke jingi menjur upat ba uni UMP ke Assam ula kopru baka Kongres kan wan biang haka bor haka jela Meghalaya namar bagi pajba ka jela kilang nyak ya kini ke sorkar MDA halor ka ginger se bamsa bampong nado smart meter scam hado ukhaw bat kiwe kiwe
You see, what happened prior to Assam Meghalaya was what happened in Assam Mizoram. You had the Union Home Minister Amit Shah coming to Shillong and convening a meeting of all state chief ministers and all state police DGPs on law and order, and then the police forces of two states were firing on each other. Now, where else have you seen that? And these two parties are part of NEDA. Then you have these two state chief ministers signing agreements, and then you have on the border again a conflict and shooting. I think it's highly unfortunate, it's condemnable, and it's a failure on both governments, and a failure of both chief ministers. And it shows how that mayor's, the signing was just a photo op. There are much more serious issues to be resolved, but unfortunately in today's era, chief ministers and our honorable prime minister, they have started this politics of photo ops. You know, because we also have the state of Nagaland going to election. Where is what happened to the Naga framework? Cannot be decided by two chief ministers sitting in a private room, because it affects the people living in those areas, and they have to be taken into confidence. So it is not their personal, they're not talking about the boundary between their homes. It is the boundary of two states, and I think it's quite I would say arrogant of them to think without taking the people on the ground into confidence, that just by mere sitting of these two in some private room somewhere in Delhi or in a hotel Taj Vivanta in Guwahati, that they can just alter the boundary as they. One cannot forget the history of the Congress party in Assam, and the relationship that many families and many people feel with the Congress party. It is an old relationship. People remember the times of our former prime ministers. People remember the times when stalwart Congress leaders in the past were alive, and how they championed the cause of Meghalaya in the past. And people are also seeing that how through the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the kind of messages that Rahulji is saying, that we are all equal. The constitution says you may be Hindu or you may be Christian, but you're all equal before the Indian law. This is completely opposite to what the BJP feel. You see in Assam how just a few days before Christmas, churches were being surveyed. Now, what kind of message was the BJP in Assam trying to send? So the BJP do not believe in the concept of religion. They do not believe that all religions are equal. Whereas we are the party that framed the constitution. We believe in the ethos of Indian civilization and the Indian constitution, that all religions are equal, and we have to live as brothers and sisters. In the Northeast, we have to live as brothers and sisters, and we have our differences, but that is our strength. That it should not be used to divide us. But if you've seen in the past, the the two parties who are part of NEDA, whether it's Assam, Meghalaya, or whether it's Assam, Mizoram, how there are conflicts in the border. And both governments, I must say, have failed their citizens. Whether it's in the issue of Assam or Meghalaya, I think both governments failed on the issue of law and order. You look at what is happening in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Both the states belong to BJP, and again they are creating a conflict in the border and creating distrust amongst the people of these two states. So that is the kind of politics that people, especially young people, are getting tired of and frustrated. To live in peace and harmony, we want people of Meghalaya to live in peace wherever they might travel, and people from across other northeast states to be secure when they come to Meghalaya as well. So therefore, I think there are many such issues of this current government in Meghalaya, the MDA, that people are totally frustrated with, including the scams that keep coming, whether it's the smart meter scam or the rice scams that keep coming. So people, as I said, had a lot of expectations, but scam after scam after scam, the failure to protect the citizens, the shootings that took place in Molai, all have left huge holes in this government's report card. And I think the people are going to punish this government. And that our Assam Chief Minister craves TRP. And if his name does not come in the newspaper regularly, he feels a sense of anxiety. And sometimes he might arm twist his neighboring chief ministers into signing something that they don't want, so that he gets his TRP to show that, as NEDA chair, he has managed to achieve something. I don't know whether this applies in this particular case, but I hear that often that is the case. So chief ministers of other states have to be strong and champion their own people and champion their own land, and not be arm twisted by those sitting in Dispur or those sitting in Delhi or Nagpur. Look at, they talk big, but the recent elections that took place, not that I'm trying to talk about my party's record, we had three major elections: Delhi, MCD, Gujarat, and Himachal Pradesh. BJP just won one out of those three. Congress won one. So they talk big, like 15 lakhs, like 2 crore jobs, like Digital India. They talk big, but in the end, that is all they are, just talk and jumlas. So BJP thinks that cash wins votes. Congress thinks that performance wins votes, and we are confident that our performance, when compared with this government's performance, people are able to see that the Congress government is better for the future of